Yo, what's going on, everybody? You've seen the thumbnail, you've read the title, and today I want to talk about Champion Hill because while the alpha is no longer available and you can no longer play the game, I want to talk about the game mode specifically because I think Champion Hill is probably the worst game mode we have ever seen in Call of Duty, and I don't really ever say that. I genuinely think this game mode is so fundamentally flawed and so terrible. But with that being said, the gameplay's pretty good, and I made an entire video on that. So if you want to go see my opinions on that, you can see it at the end cards at the end of this video. With that being said, let's get into the video, guys. Alright, so I have a lot of problems with this game mode, and it should come to no surprise considering I am making a video dedicated to how much I dislike this game mode. But the center of all of the problems with this game mode is the fact that you are limited on lives. And this is why I say it's fundamentally flawed here, is because it's the last team standing wins. It's not the team who played the most aggressive. It's not the team who played for an objective. It's not the team who got the most kills. It's the team who survived the longest. It's ironically one of my problems with Battle Royale games is that you're not rewarded for getting kills. You're rewarded for being the last team standing. And I understand that's the entire concept of this game mode. But the thing is, even kills themselves are not rewarding. Kills themselves are not rewarding enough for people to want to go and actively seek out gunfights in this. You get 100 bucks for a kill, and then you get an armor plate on the ground and armor, and then an additional 100 bucks if you're able to run over top of their body. So you get like 200 bucks for a kill, which is in and of itself, it's not rewarding enough for people to want to go and seek out kills. Now, this would be one of the things that I would do to improve this game mode, would be to increase the amount of money you get for killing people, maybe 300, 500 bucks default, and that extra 100 in armor plate and ammo on the ground. Well, I do think armor's dumb, we'll get to that later, but having that would inherently make people want to seek out game modes, or gunfights, sorry, not game modes, I don't know what I'm saying, but it would make people want to seek out gunfights more because you would be able to get attachments, UAVs, armor, streaks. You'd be able to get everything that you need in this game mode to help you win and get more kills. And then you would have sort of a game mode where you want to snowball your momentum, but you would also still have that staying alive aspect. But no, you're still rewarded for sitting back right now because, again, you don't get a lot of money and extra lives are expensive, which I think they should be. But the actual reward for seeking out a gunfight just isn't enough. It's quite simply not enough for players to want to do it. So what do players do as a result? They sit in the back of the map like rodents and they try to save their lives for as long as possible. And why do they do this? Because, again, the objective is to stay alive as long as possible. And this isn't even a thing of just having limited lives. No, because other game modes like Control from Black Ops 4 and Cold War, you have limited lives in Control. But at the same time, if I take out 5 people in Control, but I only die once, well, I've taken 5, lives off of the enemy team. I've only taken 1 life off of my team. And on top of this, there's also an objective in Control which gives people an incentive to move, because if you don't move in Control and you just play very, very safe for your lives, the other team's going to sit on the objective and win the game like that. So you're forced to move in Control, which is why Control with limited lives works, because there's a genuine objective to be played with, right? Well, where's the objective in Champion Hill? There is no objective in Champion Hill. Your objective is to keep your lives as long as possible. So what's the point? Like, if we put, say, an objective on the map and increase the incentive to seek out action, or just did one of the two, then maybe if you sit on a hard point or something for like long enough, then you start to regenerate lives. So the other players fight for that objective, and it gives people an incentive to, again, not sit in the back of the map like rodents and be super conservative for their lives. It makes people actually want to do something, because right now the only objective is that life token that I'm going for right now, which half the people seem to not even know exists or just ignore entirely. So other than that, there's no objective. And that only spawns in once, and once somebody's grabbed it, for the entire round, it's not going to spawn back in. So now it's just hide and seek until you find somebody or you die. You either take a life and get a little bit of money, or you lose a life, and that's 1/12 of your life. Almost 10% of your lives is gone from one death. And you can also lose these deaths by an enemy having 3 armor plates, which is just adds to the stupidness of this game mode already, because if your enemy has 3 armor plates, you can't win that gunfight. You're like 90% of the time you're going to lose that gunfight if your enemy has 3 armor plates. So yeah, there's just no real point, and there's no real objective. There's just a stay alive lol, I guess. It's a terrible, it's a good concept, I guess. Like, I like the concept of 2v2 last man standing, but it just doesn't hold up with the way people play it. People play way too much for their lives and not enough for kills because there's just not enough of an incentive to go for them. So with that being said, I think you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm saying here, is that there's just no incentive to move. The best way to play Champion Hill, if it launches like this in the full game, is to sit in the back of the map and play like a rodent. It's going to be probably become VIP escort. People aren't going to want to play it once they realize that that's the most effective way to play the game. No one's really going to probably want to play it unless they do like gunfight tournaments with this, but it's Champion Hill tournaments. I don't know. Other than that, people aren't going to want to play this game mode. I feel like it's just going to be Cold War's VIP escort all over again. So, you know, I'm not going to ramble on much longer. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel, turn on post notifications. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Link to that will be in the description. You can also join my Discord, and I have a video suggestions channel. So if you want to see anything on the channel, you know, feel free to put that in there. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Peace out.